Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kenneth Laurie, returning officer for the Scottish parliamentary election in the Falkirk East constituency. Hereby give notice that the total number of votes polled for each candidate at the election was as follows. Neil Benning, Scottish Conservative and Unionist Party, 7,618. Alison Black, Scottish Labour Party and Scottish Cooperative Party, 10,832. Peter Crikent, Independent, 971. Paul Rolfe, Scottish Liberal Democrats, 1,007. And Michelle Thomson, Scottish National Party, 18,417. The ballot papers rejected were 115. The total votes cast, 38,960. And I declare that Michelle Thomson is duly elected to serve as a member of the Scottish Parliament for the Falkirk East constituency.
I'm actually a little bit emotional, I must admit. I have more reason than most to give thanks for being elected as the SNP MSP for Falkirk East. But in terms of thanks, I have to single some people out. The returning officer, the counting staff today, the staff of the polling places, and those behind the scenes who often don't get thanked but make these processes work so well. My husband Peter, my rock, and my son and daughter, and best supporters Max and Lizzie. Two people without whom I wouldn't be standing here today, Alison and Roger. My campaign team, my agent Linda Ann Reid, who I think had the measure of me from the start. My campaign manager Martin Day MP, who is kindness personified. Ian Sinclair, who helped me despite being a list candidate himself. David Mitchell and Callum Timms offering talent in abundance. And John Riley for his footage across the constituency. And of course, last but not least, the former MP for Falkirk East, who laid the ground for me to be here, our SNP councillors and the activists who worked so hard and reminded me with a freshness all over again of our grassroots movement. Secondly, let me just talk a little about politics. We don't yet know the makeup of our new parliament. This will become clearer tomorrow. But if Falkirk East tells us anything, it tells us that Scotland speaks clearly. Our people speak of society, of caring, of valuing public service. We shunned Margaret Thatcher, and we shun Boris Johnson, and those who see only how politics can work for them rather than them working for our people. It's clear that the parties who put the Westminster system first have been rejected by the voters of Falkirk East, and I believe this will be repeated across many constituencies. We've been going through a demanding and challenging time, and our focus must necessarily be on emerging from the pandemic. I hope this will be soon, and we can all start to live our new normal lives. My focus must be in supporting people to do this in terms of recovery and job creation particularly. We look forward to an inclusive, open, tolerant society, and it's becoming clearer, ever more so, that this can only be found in a Scotland that leads as an independent country rather than follows as a dependent region. Finally, I pledged to no lobbying during this campaign. Instead, I offer to lead all should I be successful, and I stand by this. The reason for that is, if I pledge, I promise. And let me make a promise here. I will do my utmost to help all the constituents of Falkirk East, regardless or not they voted for me.